Hi everyone. So in this stream, I'm going to be animating a seagull. Yes, I know, a seagull. Um, I went out to Weston-super-Mare, which isn't far from where I live. Anyone who has visited Weston-super-Mare will know that it's possibly not the best of the seaside locations in the UK. It's on an estuary rather than the actual sea. The water is mud, but there are a lot of seagulls, and I've been observing them just so that I can make this seagull that you can't see because there is no seagull here. I lost him at some point, having drawn him, but I will draw a seagull and then we'll animate him and we'll make him look as ferocious and scary as he possibly can be, and I might even add in a bag of chips because, you know, seagulls and bags of chips. I asked on Twitter a little while ago. Bags of chips. Okay, in the UK, a bag of chips is some really chunky fries wrapped in paper. And I figure that bag of chips, perhaps in the States, means like what we call a bag of crisps, like a little foil bag with some crisps in, or potato chips, as you'd call them in the States. So what I'm actually talking about is a great big, fat, wrapped bag of fries wrapped in paper. And in the UK, gulls go mad for them. They dive bomb people, they crap on them, they attack them, they drag them away. It's not people, but bags of chips. Yeah, it's kind of mad. So gulls are really well known for that here. If anyone, if gulls are known for something else anywhere else, please let me know, comments, what have you, because I'd be kind of interested, having observed gull behaviour in the UK for so long, and especially just yesterday, when I observed them for a great deal of time, watching them attack chips, fries, and a piece of fish that someone had left behind. That was a mistake. There were about 20 gulls fighting over that. That was impressive. Anyway, let's get on with this. What I have done is, because I did in fact draw this gull a while ago, and this is taken from a screenshot that I took for a screenshot Saturday, and then completely forgot about the gull. But I like this gull, so I'm going to take this gull, transpose it from this screenshot, and put it back into this, which is the docs level. So I'm going to create a layer for the gull. And then I'm going to get this, shrink it down. I think it's 3 pixels per pixel. Oh wait, no, it's way more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Let's make it 8 times smaller then, and see if we get something sensible. Either that, I'm going to have to do it pixel by pixel, but I'd rather be able to cut and paste it. So here we go. Sprite size and 1/8. Oh, that's not going to go well, is it? Oh, 1/8. A quarter is 25. 12.5. My maths should be better than that. It really should. That's gone really quite well. It's not as good as it could have been. Nearest neighbour might not have been the best idea. Okay, let's do that again. Sprite, canvas size. Not canvas size, I wanted the other one, didn't I? Sprite size, 12.5%. Let's just go by linear. Okay, what did we get? That's even worse. It's worse. Okay, I'm just gonna do it. Just gonna draw it. Okay, all right then. So we've got 2 orangey pixels for a beak. Let's just get something like that. Let's go there. 2 orangey pixels for a beak. Doesn't matter exactly where I draw them. So let's just draw them here for a second, and then we're on the right layer. Yeah. Okay, so here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. You know, I am being quite lazy. I really could, or should perhaps, just draw a new goal. But I like this one so much. Yeah. 2 down. Okay, 1 and then 2. 1 and then 2. 2 and then I'm going to say 1 there. And then 1 across, 1 up, and 1 there. Although, where was that? 1, 1, and 1 there. Right, okay, let's get this other, oh, let's get this wing grey. Let's get that. 2, 3, 3, 3. So 2, 3, 3, 3. Oh, didn't look at that one after, but there we go. Right. 2, 3, 3, 3, and then 2 across the bottom. Well, that's good. That's exactly where it should be. Let's get this darker grey. And the darker grey. 1, 2, like that. Look at this because that goes there. And then we've got this lighter grey. Let's get this lighter grey. 1, 2. Then 1, 2, 3 underneath. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3 and underneath. I think it's about right, isn't it? Oh, yeah, and then we've got this slightly darker grey, which are these two. That is not darker. That's the problem with this. It's been. There we go. Okay, we've got. And then that darker grey comes from the other side of this one. And then on the other side of that one. And then we're back to the whitey light thing here. Actually, the dark grey sticks out 2 there, but then that's there first. So there, 1, 2. And then we've got this, that white that's there, which is there. No, 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 that's there. Yeah. Which means that that actually. Do we think this one's more like that or more like that? Because that looks like that. I'm gonna say I've got it right because, you know, no, that can't be right because that is the lightest and that's not the lightest. So let's get this, which is, yeah, do that and then go like that. How does it come? It comes out 1 more than the end of the tail so far. There we go. Oh, it's looking better. Okay, and then we've got the legs. Right. Yeah, that's what I thought. And 2, and 1. And then let's get this darker shadowed leg. 1, 2, and 1. That probably isn't the best representation of that colour. Let's go there instead. 1, 2, and 1. I think that's probably it. Right, so we now have a gull. It's a gull. And he can move, he can sit on top of the post. He can move around and do all sorts of things. But we're going to need some frames. I'm going to need some pop. Now, like with the last animation where I animated a secretary or receptionist, very few pixels around, which means there's not really a lot you can do in the way of motion. You've got to sort of try and infer, try and present motion with the few pixels that you have. And so what I'm going to do here is, I think I'm going to have this bird hop down here, which will involve some flapping. And then I'm going to have it peck the floor a bit, perhaps turn around, peck the floor a bit, perhaps flap a bit to jump over here, and then perhaps back up here and then have it jump back round there. And then we've got a loop of things that it can do. And it'll do that during the level. And perhaps it can be shaken up a bit, because once we've got it hopping there, then it could be repeated and hopping there. So I just have to create some frames here, really. The animation itself, the creating the sequence of events will be done in some XML in the game logic. So once I've got some flowing sequences, they can be then reused and reordered in the XML such that we can create a bunch of different animations. I mean, if I've got an animation of this dude sort of hopping across this bar and landing here, using those frames, you could have him traverse the entire thing. So it's all relative to that. So I'm gonna start by creating some frames here. Okay, now that's 6 frames total. I think that should be enough to get him down to the floor. So on the 6th frame, I'm going to move him down to the floor. About here. That's probably where I want it. Okay. So we start, and then we get to there. Alright? Now, it isn't going to be just a case of moving him. I mean, initially that's what I'm going to do, but then there's going to be a bunch of things that he's doing. So actually, he's going to go up a bit first, I think. And then up and... So you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to create an arc. Okay. What I'm going to do is get back to frame 1. I'm going to create a new layer called arc. And I'm just going to draw in a big bright green the arc that I envisage it's going to take. Because this way I can more accurately get it right and get the seagull where I want it to be. Yeah, that's good. Okay, which means then what I can do is if I copy this arc onto all of the frames, then I can be sure that the gull is, oops, wrong layer. I can be sure that the gull is where it's supposed to be in the sequence. So, alright, so 1, 2, 3, and then this one, 4, 5. See, follows the arc. Okay. Now, thinking about it, I'm actually going to want another frame in here. Because we want a still frame, then we want a frame ready to launch. Then frame as he goes up, comes down, and lands. So probably want a double frame at the end as well. Okay, so with this frame then, as I've been observing gulls, he's going to be getting ready to fly. And that means he's going to put the fronts of his wings up into the air. So, I'm going to have to draw that. And with so few pixels, I'm not entirely certain how, but we'll see. As you may have learned by now from previous videos, I'm not your man for planning as far as artwork goes. I have an idea kind of what I want to do, and then I just sort of do it. And if it goes right, it goes right. If it goes wrong, it goes wrong. But mostly I find that my results are satisfying. And oftentimes I find that my results are nothing quite like what I'd planned, which means that I end up with something different, but still, you know, more than serviceable. So he's lifting, and he's going to have to flex that out for the next one. So that might not be enough of a lift. I might actually have to go full bore with that, and also, let me envisage this. Yeah, okay. Alright, you're going to see me play about quite a lot until I get this right. Leading edge, right out, okay. And then let's put something here so you can see the difference between this and this. I'm also going to duck that head down. So the head's going to come down, this beak's going to come down. Next frame's head's going to be down further. Right. Now, when they're taking off, tails go up. See, I told you I've been observing them. I really have. I've been watching how they move, what bits of them move when they do what things. Okay, that's not right. The pivot point is a bit higher up than that. Yep. Okay, I still need to get a bit more shading going on here. It looks a bit plump. So, bit shadow perhaps. Yeah. So wings up. Is that convincingly wings up? I'd say so, but although I think it's light enough. Let's get a lighter grey here for the bits that are now really sort of catching the light. Okay, perhaps then he needs a bit. Oh yeah, okay. Perhaps I was a bit hasty with the copy. Okay, let's perhaps that crease needs to be more obvious for the wing. Cool. Right, so let's move that then, or copy that, and move it to the position of the next one, and get the next flying position, which is the wings are pretty much directly overhead, and the wings are really forward. And then the next one will be a proper downbeat here, and then we'll back to the flap up, and then so we'll get there. Right, okay. So let's grab this fella, and then the next one is here. Let's just delete him and put our fellow in place here. See, so what we've got now do you know what? That whole thing, that whole gull should actually be down a pixel and forward a pixel from the legs. So now what he's doing, see, now he's getting ready to, oh, that's better. And then up he goes. But then the legs get crunched up because they put them away, they put their legs away when they're flying. No, since he's not doing a proper flap, I don't think I need them all the way up. No, I do, and then these come all the way up. Okay. Right, so the next frame, wings all the way up, which is basically meeting in the middle above the head. But you can see already that he's launching. I quite like that. Right then, I suspect I want to get... what happened there? Wrong tool. Okay, I want to get rid of this because he's going to get a bit leaner as he gets in the air because he's going to be sucking himself in. Right, and this frame then, because that frame was there, this frame then, we want to bring these wings way up here, you see. So I'm going to get this and bring this way up here. And then this wing, like that, it's going to be here in contrast to it. See that? Already getting semblance of the flap going on. What's going on? Oh no, I somehow got onto the background layer. I don't know how that happened. Right, okay. Now, the shape is actually, because you've got the elbow, I guess you'd call it, of the wing, which is right at the front here. And the same is true here. I get rid of this, get this up, and kind of make them bigger. We'll get the scale right, but at the same time, I want to get the shape right. Oops. Okay. Let's get that here, and the white just for the tip. We'll get that white here, and here, and here, I think. And we'll get this here, for here, and some darkness at the leading edge. And perhaps just a little bit in here to give a shape. And I need the wingtip darkness. Gulls have got darker wingtips, and I keep forgetting to put that in. Right, and we'll use this dark for wingtip here. And this darkness just to add a bit more to this crease, because there's a crease in the wing. Oh yeah, and I was going to move the head down a bit, wasn't I? So let's just grab the head, move it down. Move it down and forward, I think. Just standing on the arc there. But you can see how that's going now. Lift, lift. And our gull's going to take flight. Right.
I feel like I have to be perfect.
So the next frame is probably going to be quite similar to this one, but we're on the way down.
It pushes me.
And the wing direction, as I've observed again, instead of being up like that, as the wings are coming down, they actually come really far forward. So we want the wings about like that, but really, really far forward. So instead of being, I'm going to take this trap again and modify this thing to replace the next frame. So we want the wings about like that, but really, really far forward. So instead of being, I'm going to take this trap again and modify this thing to replace the first. Delete him. So we want the wings about like that, but really, really far forward. So now what we'll do is we'll steal the tucked away legs from this frame. Replace the first. Delete him. So we want the wings about like that, but really, here. Get rid of these legs. We'll steal the tucked away legs from this frame. First, get these tucked away legs and tuck them away even further up into the body. There we go. And of course we've got the lowered head here. but he's actually going to be coming into land. He's only sort of flapped his wings to get that high. Now he's going to be on his way back down again, so we're probably going to start stretching the legs in the next frame, and maybe lifting his head up. So I think we'll keep that head lifted there. Now he's going to be on his way back down again, so we're probably going to start stretching the legs in the next frame, and maybe lifting his head up. I'm just going to move that one wing forward. I think the other wing's probably in a good position, so I'm just going to grab this wing. Probably going to start stretching the legs in the next frame, and maybe lifting his head up. I'm just going to move that one wing forward. Now in the next frame, remember I said tail up for taking off? Well, the tail goes down for landing. So in the next frame, now in the head's going to come up, tail's going to go up for taking off. Well, the tail goes down for landing. So in the next frame, okay, right, it's going to come up, tail's going to go down for taking off. Well, yeah, you can see he's already on his way down for landing. So in the next frame, then his wings are up there. Next frame, wings down. He's already on his way down. Feet forward. Head right up, I think. His wings are up there. Next frame, wings down. So still moving. Feet forward. Head right up, I think. His wings are up there. Yeah, until we've got all the frames, it's going to look a bit mad. So still moving. Feet forward. But I think starting to take off is good. Yeah, until we've got all the frames, yeah, I'm going to look a bit not too much. It might not be contrasty enough, but it is a background object. Starting to take off. Probably play with its contrast in a bit. Until we've got all the frames. Alright, we'll do that. Okay, so wings right down. And when I say down, I don't mean down by its side. And tail down too. So okay, so this wings right down. And when I say down, I don't mean down by its side. And tail too comes down like sort of this like a fan completely here to the other. And we'll want some darkness there. Tail comes down like sort of like a fan here. The tail starts to come down probably in a bit actually because otherwise we're stretching. So let's just bring that in. And the wings then, the tail starts to come down probably in a bit actually because the wingtip otherwise is going to be down here. Let's just bring that in. And the wings then, get some darkness from down probably in a bit actually because the wingtip from this frame down here. Bring that in. Have I just modified the wrong frame? And the wings then get some darkness from now. Probably in but perhaps there should be a frame in between, or I should move it up a bit here. Bring that in. Have I just modified the wrong frame? And the wings then get some darkness from now. Or is the speed of the thing correct? Between, or I should move it up a bit here. Perhaps. Have I just modified the wrong frame? And the wings then get some darkness from now. Let's grab. Or is the speed of the thing correct? Other wing, which is going to almost be completely down. Let's grab. Or is the speed of the thing correct? Other wing for the same shape, and I must be completely down. Head. Let's grab. Or is the speed of the thing correct? Other wing for the same shape, and yeah, that's good. Down. And then these legs then are going to be starting to come out like this. Yeah, that's good. I don't need that. And these legs then are going to be starting to come out like this. Yeah, that's good. I don't need that. And these legs then are going to be starting to. That might be outstretched a bit far. Looks a bit muppety. Okay, let's get rid of that. Yeah, that's good. I don't need that. And these legs then are going to be starting to. That might be outstretched a bit far. Looks okay, I think I'll just address that in the next frame. Let's get rid of that. Yeah, that's good. I don't need that. And these legs then are going to be starting to. That might be outstretched a bit far. Looks okay, I think I'll just address that in the next frame. Let's get rid of that. Okay, I think I'll just address that in the frame. That's okay. So about to go. It's the anticipation as it leans forward. Up it goes. Okay. Flap just to get some height. So down. About to go. Next then, the anticipation as it leans forward. So this one goes, but with the legs outstretched and head some height. So down. About to go. Next then, let's get this one. It's back forward. So this one goes, but with the legs outstretched like that. Head some height. So down. Put him in instead. Let's get this one. It's back forward. Let's get that head up with the legs outstretched like that. Head some height. So down. Put him in instead. Let's get this one. It's back forward. Let's get that head up with legs outstretched, but bringing them forward. Let's change some of the shape there. Because the tail, which needs to be down, just like it was forward in this one. Let's change. In fact, I'm going to grab that tail there. Because the tail, which needs to be down, just like it was forward in this one. Oops, in fact, I'm going to grab that. Did not grab that tail there. Because the tail, which needs to be down, just like it was forward in this one. Shove it in there. In fact, I'm going to grab that. Did not grab that tail there. A bit further in. Tail, which needs to be down, just like it was forward in this one. Shove it in there. Yeah. Grab that. Did not grab that tail there. A bit further in. That's about right. So it's a little flap all the way down, you see. That's about right. So it's a little flap all the way down, you see. What do we think there should be a between frame between there and there? I mean, it's going to be moving pretty quickly. Let me have a think. There's a little flap all the way down, you see. What do we think there should be a between frame between there and there? I mean, it's going to be moving pretty quickly. There probably should be a between frame, I think. No. Because it's right up, right down. It's going to be moving pretty quickly. There probably should be a between frame, I think. No. Because it's right up. Let's go to the comments. Anyone talking in the comments? Let's have a look. There probably should be a between frame, I think. No. Because it's right up. Let's go to the comments. Anyone talking in the comments? Let's have a look. Okay. I think we're safe with that. I'm not safe with that landing. The landing, okay. I think we should probably be not wings all the way up. The landing, okay. I think we should legs down and wings all the way up, wings down, and he's landed, and then we get some pecking done. Okay, so let's grab this one. And wings all the way up, wings down, and he's landed, and then we get some pecking done. Okay, so let's grab this one, and wings all the way up, wings down. You know what? If I leave his legs there, I can figure out exactly where I need it. Okay, so let's grab this one. Where's wings all the way up? There we go. You know what? Let's get wings all the way up. I can figure out exactly where I need it. Okay, so let's grab this one. Where's wings all the way up? There we go. It's landed, and let's get that tail down. There we go. It's landed, and let's get that tail down. There we go. It's landed. Look at that. So, let's get that tail down. That's how he moves from one spot to another. Look at that. So, let's get that tail down. Let's turn that arc off. Moves from one spot to another. Look at that. So, let's get that tail down. I think that gull is doing his thing. Spot to another. Look at that. So, I think that gull is doing his thing. Spot to another. Look at that. So, yeah, nice one. Okay, so some new frames. Let's get the gull pecking. Yeah, nice one. Okay, so some new frames. Let's get the gull pecking. Okay. Yeah. So we've got that one. Okay. Let's get this next one, which I think should actually just be a slight nod. Okay. Down to about. So we've got that one. Okay. Let's get this next one. Which I think the wings are fine. The wings. I know that it looks like the wing is higher than it should be, but actually here, when they're pecking, they tend to hunch their wings up. So even when I've got the head all the way down, I know keep the wings up there. The wing is higher than it should be. Let's get to the next frame. When they're pecking, and I think that technique before leaving the legs behind was a handy idea. I know that so let's grab him. So let's get to the next frame. There we go. And then the next frame, then we're gonna. So let's move this head down, forward a bit. There we go. And then the next frame, then we're gonna. So let's move this head down. We're gonna get this forward a bit. Down. There we go. And then the next frame, then we're gonna. So let's So move this head down. We're going to get this forward a bit. Down, down. Oh, look at this goal movement. Move this head down, and then there'll be a last final down, and then we'll alternate between that one and the final down, and that'll be the pecking. So down, and then there'll be a last final down, and then we'll alternate between that one and the final down, and that'll be the pecking. So down, and then there'll be a last final down, and then we'll alternate between that one and the final down, and that'll be the pecking. Grab this. So actually, perhaps this. Grab him again. Yeah, and we'll move that beak to here. Grab this. So actually, perhaps put this. Let's see. Yeah, and we'll move that beak to here. Grab this. So actually, perhaps put this. Let's see. Yeah, and we'll move that beak to here. Yep, that peck works for me. Move that beak to here. Yep, that peck works for me. Yep, that peck works for me. Yep, that peck works cool. For me. Okay, let's alternate those last two frames then. So like that. Let's get some more of these. Okay, let's alternate those last two frames then. So like that. Let's get some more of these. Okay, let's alternate those last two frames then. Frame like that. 10. Some more of these. Okay, everything but the legs. Let's alternate those last two frames and then skip one. Cut frame off. 10. Some more of these. Everything but the legs. Get rid of them. Okay, skip next one. Cut that off. 10. Everything but the legs. Get rid of them. Next one. Okay, skip next one. Cut that off. Oops. Everything but the legs. Get rid of them. Next one. Okay, skip next one. Cut that off. Oh, that'll do. Yeah. Okay, so it does a little flying jump, lands, pecks, pecks, pecks. Oh, that'll do. Yeah. Okay, so, and I think we should probably do a few hops. A little flying jump, because they do hop. Land, pecks, pecks, pecks. Oh, that'll do. Yeah. And they hop like that, really. And I think we should probably do without going there. So they go there to there. Because they do hop. Kind of there. Pecks, pecks, pecks. There. And they hop like that, really. And then back to normal. So we'll do a few hops and bring him forward. Then we'll turn him round, bring him back again, and then we'll get him back onto the post with some flapping. And then back to normal. So we'll do a few hops and bring him forward. Then we'll turn him round, bring him back again, and then we'll get him back onto the post with some flapping. Okay, so let's get some hops going on. Hops and bring him forward. Then we'll turn him round, bring him back again, and then we'll get him back onto the post with some flapping. Okay, so let's get some hops going on. Okay, so 16 was the last up. We'll start at 17 then. And 17 will make very much like 2. Okay, so 16 with the legs up. We'll start at 17 then. And 17 will make very much like 2. Okay, so 16 with the legs, so 17. Start at 17 then. Nothing else. 17 will make very much like 2. We're actually down and back on this one, aren't we? Because we were doing an anticipatory. So it's down 1. Back one. Actually down and back just down. I think it's just down as we were doing an anticipatory. So it's down 1. And then we do a little bunny hop. Back one. Or pigeon. No, it's not pigeon. Seagull. That's what they are. So hop. So effectively, the next frame after that, a little bunny is going to be the same pigeon. No, it's not pigeon. Seagull. That's what they are. It's not going to be that, or is it? So effectively, the next frame after that, a little bunny is going to be the same pigeon. No, it's not pigeon. Seagull. I think that one. It's not going to be that, or is it? So effectively, the next frame after that, a little bunny is going to be the same pigeon. No, it's not pigeon. Seagull. I think that one. It's not going to be that, and then in the air. Effectively, the next frame after that, a little bunny is going to be the same pigeon. No, it's not pigeon. Seagull. I think that one. It's not going to be that, and then in the air. Effectively, the next frame after that, Don't move forward very far, or up very far. Move it up a bit, there we go. And then down again. Don't go forward very far, or up very far. Move it up a bit, there we go. And then down again, back to that one, but forward, and then back to normal. Okay, so let's grab that one. Move it up a bit, there we go. And then down again, back to that one, but forward, and then back to normal. Okay, so let's grab that one. We cut everything down. We can probably figure out where it should be. And just cut everything up here. We cut everything there, down. We can probably guess that it's supposed to be about here. Everything up here. Actually, let's lift it up a bit because it hasn't properly landed yet. I would have thought probably because the next frame will be about here. Everything up here. Actually, let's lift it up a bit because it hasn't properly landed yet. I would have thought so because the next frame will be about here. Everything up here. Actually, let's lift it up a bit because it hasn't properly landed yet. And forward because the next frame. You know what? That might be forward a bit too far. Actually, let's lift it up a bit because it hasn't properly landed. And forward and the hop may not in fact be higher too far. And then a landing, not in fact be higher too far. How did we land before? Yeah, we've got that one. And then a landing, and then back to normal. So how did we land before? Okay. There, we've got that one. Next one goes there, but down. Landing, and then back to normal. So how did we land before? Okay. There, we've got that one. Next one goes there, but down. So down. How did we land before? Okay. There, that one. Next one. Let's get this dude so down. Here, is this right? No, he is currently not. Let's get this dude. So that one should come down one. Here, is this right? No, that dude currently forward 1, 3. So that one should come down one. Here, is this right? No, that dude currently forward. Where did he start? 3. So that one should come down one. No. Here, is this right? He started there. Where did he start? Come down one too far. Okay, that's what I've done there. Up 1, 2 there. Where did he start? Come down one too far. Okay, that's what it starts there. Up, goes up, 2 there. Okay, that should be down 1. Come down 1 too far. Okay, that's what it starts there. And then he should be up 1. Goes up, 2 again. Okay, that should be down 1. And you can repeat that. Okay, no, it starts there, and then that should be up 1. Okay, so we've got a little hop. There we go. Okay, that should be down 1. And you can repeat that. Okay, no, it starts there, and then that should be up 1. Okay, so we've got a little hop. That we have. Okay, that should be down 1. And you can repeat that. Okay, no, it starts there, and then that should be up 1. Okay, so we've got. Right. So what we're going to want to do is here pecs. There. Probably want to turn him round, have him jump the other way, and then flat back up. Here's your pecs. There. Probably want to turn him round, have him jump the other way, pretty much in reverse. Flat back up. Here's your pecs. There. But you know what? Turn him round, have him jump the other way. Pretty much in reverse. I know you guys have only got so much of an attention span, so I'm going to leave that there. But you know what? And have to do the rest in another video. So thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you soon. So I'm going to leave that there. But you know what? And have to do the rest in